Hello and welcome to Horsham.tv. There is a seriously eclectic mix of stuff we've got going on in this particular episode. Here's what's coming up next. And I'm feeling a little bit overdressed for this next episode. I am with Liam from Brock Taylor, who has come in to talk to me about Horsham Gets Naked, which sounds like fun, but not for me. I'm very glad I've not signed up to this one. So tell me all about it. You've got your poster because this is what the calendar's going to be looking like. Is that right? Or is this just a little taster of things?
Yeah, so this is just a promo that we've put together for it.
Okay.
So everyone on the poster there is in the calendar, but not everyone from the calendar is on the poster.
Okay.
So it's just to kind of let people know that it's kind of coming, that it's coming out and things like that. So
tell me a little bit. So where did the concept of Horsham Gets Naked come?
So it really wanted to do something that would catch people's attention. They would look at it, stop and look at it in the street.
Yeah.
All for cancer research, and then the idea of it being naked is just all around body image, I think, because at the moment there is a lot on social media that you see that isn't necessarily real.
Yeah.
So we chose to kind of raise awareness for the Be Real campaign as well.
That's really good.
So that, especially for young people, helps with kind of mental health issues around body image, because I think everyone can probably relate to that.
Definitely, so having realistic expectations of what people really look like rather than what they're filtered into on social.
So I think for people to see normal people doing something like that gives them
you say normal people, so who's stripping off?
So we have got obviously Brock Taylor doing it on there. We've got the Olive Branch.
Okay.
Rust and Lewis, the building company.
Nice. Oh, they'll be buff then. I'm getting more interested in this calendar as it goes on.
D Dance Removals.
Yeah.
The Yes Lifestyle Club.
Okay.
So Pretty Things.
Oh yes, the cafe.
Upbeat Dance Company.
Okay.
Sisters That Clean, but they are about to rebrand as a different company name. And then we've got Black Rose, Britweb and Watnam Bean as well.
Wow, okay, so there's quite a few companies there I think that many of us will recognise that live in the Horsham district. So just out of interest, how naked are people going? Is this like calendar girls, things in front of yourself?
More calendar girls vibes than too X-rated.
I was going to say, because you know, there's a certain point when you're quite happy to look at your calendar, that's fine.
Yeah, so it's all going to be tastefully.
And is it going to be sort of on topics? You've got cleaning ladies, are they going to be involved in further dusters?
So we've done it, so everyone's going to do it at their own offices.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to do it at Brock Taylor.
I'm very intrigued by how Brock Taylor will do it. You can't exactly put a house in front of yourself,
very
can you?
fishbowl round. So we'll find some way of doing that.
And who's taking the photographs?
Toby Phillips.
Toby Phillips, okay.
Yeah, so he's quite well-known local photographer, and I think a lot of people know of Toby.
Yeah.
And there's certainly people on here that were more comfortable when they found out it was going to be Toby.
I can see that. If you're getting your kit off, you want to do it in front of somebody you trust.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Fair. I mean, good on you all. You can tell I'm not offering myself up for 23. I'll be honest. But that is so cool. So when does it go on sale?
So we're hoping for it to go on sale around kind of October time.
Okay. And where is it all going to be on sale when it goes out?
So the lady from Cancer Research she's putting together a page. So I think, not sure how it works, but I think people can donate and then we get their names so they can just come in and collect it. Or I think everyone will have a selection that they can sell.
Because you've got quite a few places in the centre, haven't you,
that
people can sell it from.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us more about it. Well, obviously, we'll put details up online about it, and when it comes to it coming out, I hope you'll come in and give us a sneak preview maybe of some of the pictures.
Yeah, no,
quite
absolutely.
Good, don't it? Let us know how you get on, and tag us in when you're getting your photos taken, but not too excited. Thank you.
Excellent.
So, after all that nakedness, I think it's time we all cool down a little bit. And the best way to do that would be with a nice, refreshing drink. Fortunately, I've got the Horsham Custom Spirits Company coming in, and I've got Callum coming along, and I think he's going to mix me up something rather delicious. So I've been looking forward to this segment. As some people may know, I do like a spirit or two. So it's brilliant that we've got the Custom Spirit Co in the house with us today. And this is Callum. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for coming in. So the Custom Spirit Co. are quite new to the area, aren't you?
Yep.
And I think a few people might have seen you at the market stall in Horsham.
Yep.
But if you're going to talk to me a little bit about how you guys came about, but you're also going to make something delicious, aren't you?
Yeah. So
okay.
Today we are making a mojito, and
Okay.
we came about, so we started in March 2020. Me and my business partner Jason started a company and we wanted to bake rum. So the idea obviously being that we'd make a rum, and we couldn't really settle on the idea, and then we came up with the idea of doing a custom Spirit Co.
So you start with a basic rum, don't you? Not a basic rum. I mean, you've obviously done a lot of research on your rums and which ones to use and what you're going to mix in with there.
Yep.
So you've got your bases, and then you've got lots of different ingredients that we
Yep.
can add in. Is that right?
Yep, so we have 2 base rums, all from the Caribbean, one aged, a 3-year, and one unaged. We bring them over, and then we have a flavour library of 15 different flavours that we can add into them. So essentially anyone can go and combine those 15 flavours in any way using a simple scale on our website of 1 to 10 for any of them.
Okay.
And then you can add how much sugar you want in there too. So you make it as sweet as you like, and then whatever flavours you want too.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so the Mojo one though, that's one that you actually sell, isn't it? Or is
Yeah.
that one that you have to mix?
No, so we have 4 signature blends and one that we call the Lucky Dip, but we won't get into that today. And the Mojo blend here, or Mojo, is made with lime, mint and vanilla. It's over a white rum base.
Yeah.
It's 45% and it's basically made for making mojitos. It's essentially just for this, although it does go well in other cocktails.
Okay.
So we recommend it for mojitos because of the lime and mint. It's quite strong, and it goes down well with the other flavours that you put in a mojito.
Amazing. Can I have a sniff of it?
Absolutely.
Is that all right? Does it smell of?
Yeah, it will do. It will
Oh,
smell,
wow.
It will smell quite strongly of mint.
It does smell strongly of mint. I'm quite surprised how minty that smells, actually.
It is. It's one of the reasons why we say to put it in a cocktail, because you probably shouldn't have it neat. It's probably a bit too minty.
Go on then. So you make a start.
What we do is spice rums, but we also let you order our bases. So you could just order a normal rum for us and we wouldn't add any fruit, and that would technically just be a traditional rum.
Okay.
But we advise spicing them because the rums that we picked out are rums that we picked that are subtle in flavour.
Okay.
They're not that strong because we want them to be able to take on the flavours of what you put with them.
Yeah.
So going into the mojito now is sugar syrup.
Right.
So 1 part water, 1 part demerara sugar.
Okay.
Goes down really well. It's a little bit easier than using normal sugar.
Right. But if I wanted to have one made, I could go on your website or I could go on the market and tell you what sort of things I'm after. And it could be anything, well, of your 15 ingredients.
Yeah, so 15 for now. We are looking to expand it, and we're also looking to bring in a darker rum base, maybe a 5 or a 7-year aged.
Okay.
At the moment, we're in a short listing of which rum we want to use for it. So if you order online, there's a guided and a maverick blend, and there's soon to be a quiz, and essentially it's different ways of picking out your flavours.
Okay.
Whereas if you come to the market, it's a little bit cheaper, and you can also have the option of just telling us kind of what you want,
That's
and we'll
helpful.
come up with something for you, because we think that it might be a little bit challenging for people to just go off the cuff and say, yes, I want that.
I was going to say, it's a bit daunting because I know I like really spiced, quite heady, scented rum.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know what any of those things are. I would just be able to sniff it and go, I like that and I don't like that, and that's the sort of thing.
Absolutely.
So what are you adding into this? What's the last thing
So
that's gone in? We've had a shot of Mojo.
Yeah, so double shot in our little shooter glass there.
Nice.
We've had some crushed ice, the sugar syrup, a sprig of mint each, 1/4 of a lime each,
Nice.
all muddled up. So you can use a muddler if you have one, or a spoon, anything like
Nice.
that.
Okay.
Cocktail shakers also work, but I thought it wasn't best for the interviewers, it might be drowning us out. Then just some club soda to finish off.
Okay.
Fortunately, it hasn't sprayed everywhere.
That's very good. I'm very pleased. That's good. I like that.
And then the last bit, just a little bit more lime in each to top it off.
Wow, this looks amazing.
And they should be delicious if I've done anything correctly.
So this is the hard bit of the interview where I have to really force myself to drink something that I,
Absolutely.
really like. Oh, wow.
That's good.
Oh my goodness me. It's like I'm on holiday. That is delicious. That is so, so nice. And actually, you can get the flavours coming from the rum as well. I didn't know if I'd just taste mint and lime, but that's lovely and scarily drinkable, actually.
It is.
I think I could get through quite a few of those quite easily.
It is, and I think one of the things that we suffer from is possibly being too easy to drink. But I'm very glad you liked it.
I do, it's lovely.
I'm very glad that the mojo has gone down well.
It has indeed, and I'm looking forward to seeing lots more on the market still. But do pop down and have a look at what these guys are doing, because I've got lots of offers on as well, and samples, and you can have a chat to them and find out all the things that they would suggest for you to have as well.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming in, really appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Cheers, this is all I'm
Cheers.
doing now, bye. So we've had a few drinks, so it's probably a good idea to get a little bit of exercise in now. Some of you may or may not know, but the Horsham Park Run takes place in the Horsham Park every Sunday. And we've got Mark along to talk to us about their latest initiative, which is Horsham Park Walk and Talk, which is all about getting into our mental health and also getting out in the fresh air. So I'm here today with Mark from Horsham Joggers. Thank you for jogging on in to see us. Appreciate it.
No
and
problem.
you've set up a new effort. It's called Horsham Run and Talk. Is that right?
Run and Talk, yeah, that's right. So it's we're part of a England athletics initiative, which started a couple of years ago, and it's the aim is to improve mental health through running, and it's they're trying to get all affiliated clubs on board up and down the country with mental health champions, which we are, volunteers, just to spread the word about the scheme and get people talking about mental health. So.
And so how does it work? What do you do?
I'm one of 4 mental health champions who, like I say, volunteers, and we are sort of a point of contact for club members for just to get people talking about mental health, get signposting, just really putting the word out there and just being there to share stories, set up events and things, just to recognise that, you know, we all run for different reasons, but a lot of people run because of, you know, busy lives, hectic lives, and it just gives us a bit of headspace and things, and it's lovely to be able to talk with other people about that.
And I imagine that exercise and talking and mental health actually go quite nicely together, don't they? Because if people are running, their endorphins are up, they feel quite good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if they're already actively trying to get out and about to deal with things, it's quite a good way. It's an opener, isn't it? You're not just across a table looking quite sternly at each other.
Exactly that. Yeah, we're so we all, as runners, we're all quite, you know, we're vain. We're interested in our times and our physical health and everything, but we probably don't give enough attention to our mental health. And with running, it's amazing since we've been part of this scheme and just getting people talking, that so many stories and we've already benefited a lot of people, and just running alongside someone rather than, you know, face to face, it's just so much easier to open up, and before you know it, you've started a conversation. We have our club nights are the main night's Tuesday night. We have other sessions weekends and things as well, but we try to introduce Run and Talk on once a month initially on the Tuesdays, where we had a specific Run and Talk group for anyone that wanted to come along. Any reason, you know, you might be coming back to running from injury, you might have just had a tough week and didn't fancy the regular runs. Just there really, just to have an alternative option, and then we meet up in the cafe at Broadbridge Heath for a tea or coffee afterwards.
Sounds really tough, this. You run, you have a chat,
maybe.
have a bit of cake. Oh my goodness me, it sounds lovely.
So unfortunately we haven't been able to, because we've been very structured over the last year, we've been on and off with the club activities as much as we could, but it's been members only and you have to book and things. But from June we'll be able to open our doors again to more people, and they can come and try and see what we're about. So.
Fantastic. And I suppose if you're running and talking, that means you can't possibly run too fast, can you? Because I always say it's got to be at a sort
exactly that, conversational pace.
Yeah, that's all right.
So
then,
it's a nice excuse for people to
keep it at that level.
So we've had a lot of interest, and I'll say it was a shame to hit the pandemic last year, and we've had to put a few things on hold. But we kept, through various means, we kept engaged with the members. We had like a virtual relay race last year, about a year ago now, which nearly 100 of the club members took part in over the course of a week. Covered nearly 1,700 miles overall with everyone that took part, and we were all chasing around town after these little rocks that we were hiding in different places, and it was brilliant, and it engaged so many more people in the club who perhaps couldn't take part or for whatever reason. On Facebook we had a group where we were posting all our stories and runs and photos and things, and it was fantastic.
Brilliant. Well, it sounds really exciting. Thank you very much for coming in. Really appreciate it. And I was going to say you can run off now, but he'll nick our mic pack, so we're not going to let that happen. So that's it for this episode, and I think you'll agree that was quite a mixed bag of content, but I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed meeting all of those people, and I hope you enjoyed the interviews too. If there's anything you'd like to see in any upcoming episodes, do please drop us a line and let us know. We'd love to hear from you. See you next week.